Students of academics and competitive exams of English, in this English version lecture 1 part 2, students, we are going to study a translation by using adverb or adverb phrase. Students, we have studied this type of translation which was based on adverb and adverb phrase in lecture 1 part 1. Further, we are going to study now. Now let's begin this lecture. In this lecture, the main feature is place of adverb. We will learn how we can place our adverb, and we have to learn at what places we can place the words related, the words which are adverb or adverb phrases. Students, adverb can be placed on 3 places: in the beginning of the sentence, in the mid of the sentence, and in the last of the sentence. Now see which words or what type of words are used in the beginning. Students, the words which qualify or add to the whole sentence are used in the beginning. They are luckily, unluckily, fortunately or unfortunately, because luckily will have the whole impact on the whole sentence. In the same way, other words will do the same. And next thing is, we use some adverbs in the mid of the sentence. The mid position is the position of the word not. Sometimes you say, he does not come to me, he never comes to me, he seldom comes to me. The place of not is the best example to know the place of mid position. Now let's understand what is third. Third is the adverbs which are placed in the last of the sentence. Just like he came to me yesterday. Yesterday is placed in the last of the sentence. In this ending position, I have mentioned only 2 adverbs, adverb of place and adverb of time. But sometimes, because of some reasons which will be described in another next lecture, you will come to know about it. That is adverb of manner. Adverb of manner can be placed in the mid position and in the end as well. Now let's begin with sentence number first. Sentence number first is composed with special purpose, keeping in mind 3 adverbs, so that I may show you how we can use them, how we can place them. सौभाग्य से उसने अपने जीवन में उसने अभी तक धूम्रपान नहीं किया है. You can say, sir, उसने has been used 2 times, but no matter. Actually, the sentence of Hindi may be of many types, usual or unusual, but when we translate any Hindi sentence into English, we change it into a formal structure. That's why we will use usne for 1 time only. Now let's begin translation. My translation is, fortunately he has never smoked in his life. I wrote 3 expressions in red color. Fortunately is telling about the whole sentence, that's why it is written in the beginning, and never is in the mid position, and in his life, and which is the answer of when is wrote in the end of the sentence. In this way I showed you the places of adverb in the first sentence. Now we will study various other adverbs and adverb phrases in next sentences. Let's begin with 2. Students, in this lecture especially, we are studying all the adverbs which give the sense of very. Now let's see rather. Rather is used when we increase something comparatively, but it gives negative sense. You can also say it is used in disapproval when you don't like it. Let's a new sentence in Hindi. वह कुछ धीमे धीमे से ही कार्य कर रहा है. It means you are condemning him, you are not approving him. Then you will say not very slowly, but you will say he is working rather slowly. In black color I have written to lose. To lose means he is going to lose. It means he is going in negative direction. It means he is not doing something good. Now see fairly. Fairly is used in the sense of very, but it is used in positive sense. वह बहुत बढ़िया तेजी से दौड़ा. वाह क्या दौड़ा, वह तो बहुत ही बढ़िया दौड़ा. You can say any one of these expression in Hindi, but the English will remain the same. He ran fairly fast. Fairly shows to win positivity and approval. It is the opposite of rather. Now let's begin with the third A. Now we'll study very, actual very. Very is used before positive degree of adjective. Tall, taller, tallest. Tall is positive degree, taller is comparative degree. So we will use we will use very before positive degree, like वह बहुत सुंदर है, he is very beautiful, because comparative degree of this beautiful is more beautiful. Now this is positive degree beautiful and I used very here. He is very beautiful. Very increases the sense, or you can say the degree also. Much in B part, much plus past participle or comparative degree. Now much has the sense of very, but it is used in a particular sense. Whenever we use the sense of bahut before past participle is called third form, which works as an adjective, or you can say comparative degree. Comparative degree means bigger is comparative degree. If you want to write very bigger, it's wrong, you will say much bigger. Now see the example, मैं पहले से बहुत अच्छा हूँ. Then you will say I am much better. Better is a comparative degree, and we didn't use very. I used much in red color. That's why I am much better, or I am much improved now. Okay, I am much improved now. I used much before a comparative degree, and I used third form that is working as an adjective, which is participle. You can say much is used before participles. Now we will study enough. Enough in the sense of very. Enough is used before noun. Whenever we do this, it gives the sense of sufficient, and it is the use like an adjective. उसके पास काफ़ी किताबें हैं. तो now here उसके पास काफ़ी किताबें हैं. He has enough books. He has enough books. Books is noun, and I used enough here. That's why it is an adjective. I have used adjective in this in this lecture of adverb, because I want to make a difference between adjective and adverb. Now see how we can use enough in terms of adverb. We use enough after adjective. Adjective plus enough, or you can say verb plus enough. That means sufficiently. But when it means it is used as adjective, it gives you the meaning sufficient. Now C part of third, उसने काफ़ी कमा लिया है. कमा लिया है means earned. Then our sentence will be he has earned enough. Enough is used after verb in the sense of very. Now in D last example, to is also used in the sense of very, but it is used in a different sense. वह मुझे पढ़ाएगा और उसे भी. Whenever we have also in the last of the sentence, students, we don't write also. In the last we write to, T-O-O-2. And now our translation will be he will teach me and him too. And you can also substitute to with as well. So your translation maybe he will teach me and him as well. Both the translations are right. Now in the last sentence, to is used in the between, in the mid position. Now students can say, sir, you told us that to is used in the last of the sentence, but we have seen in the mid. Yes, of course, it is used in the mid, but it has a different sense in the mid of the sentence. Whenever to is used in the mid of the sentence, it has the sense of extremely increasing sense. I mean to say, it goes in the negative direction. That is called in Hindi ati. Ati means too much. वह कुछ ज़्यादा ही कमज़ोर है. It means it is in negative sense. It is approval beyond positive limit. That's why we will say he is too weak. He is too weak. The rest of the sentence is he is not able to do anything. Students, now I think you have understood and gone through this lecture very well, and the rest of the parts of adverb will be taught in next lecture. So please keep on watching RSC classes of English. Please subscribe this channel. If you like it, please like and share this channel to your other fellows. And if you have any problem, you can ask your questions in comment box, and I will try to give you the satisfactory answers to you. So please subscribe it. Thanks.